Okay, time to change the vacuum pump. Now this one works, there's no issues with it, but I'm changing all the bits on the front, and I like to do preventative maintenance, as you well know, so let's get it changed. First of all, you've got to undo the pipe. That's the vacuum pipe, one of them, the big one, and then you've got the small one on the top, which is held on with like a plastic clip. Then undo the screws. I think there's the bolts rather. There's about 6 of them going round. Just going to show you all in one go this. I'm not going to edit it. I know I keep saying another simple job, but it really is this. There's nothing hard about this one. Yeah, it's easier for me because I've got everything off, and if you've got all your parts on and your fans and everything else there, it's a little bit more awkward, but this shows you doing the job is not an hard thing. You just undo the 6 bolts and take this one off. Remember, when you put these bolts back in, just put a little bit of Loctite on them. Not loads, just enough. It says to torque these down to a certain setting, but I never do. As long as it's nice and tight and it's all sealed, you don't want any oil dripping out. See how it's starting to lift, because it's got like it's like spring loaded. You'll see when it comes off. It's got like a cam arm inside it that goes in and out. As the engine rotates, it pushes the cam in and out. You'll see it when it comes off. See, it's still lifting now. It's not a massive amount of force, but it does the job. Acts as a kind of bellows. As it goes round, it pumps, keeps the vacuum up. I could have got the pliers on the top there to undo the clip on that other little pipe, but I couldn't get my hands in to tighten it, so I'll lift it off when I take this vacuum pump off. While you're doing this, any hoses that need changing, change them while you're doing it. There you go. That's the thing there, that's the thing that goes in and out on a spring. And as the engine turns, it makes that go back and forward, causing the vacuum. Get some pliers. It actually looks in good nick in the back, this, but do you really want this to go on you while you're out on the road and have to maul around at the side of the road? Get it done, get a replacement. I carry this as a spare. I always carry my spares. I know some people don't, but I always carry spares. It works. I have no idea how long that vacuum pump's been on. No idea whatsoever. So clean up all the face. Give it all a wipe down. I don't want any crap falling in here, so I just put a sheet in, this rag in a minute. And then go and sort the other one out, ready to go back on. You don't see me scraping all this down and wiping it and getting it perfectly thing. This is just a quick one at the beginning, just to show you what I was doing. There's bits of gasket on that still need to come off, but I'll clean that up in a bit. Keep everything dry, clean, tidy. Have an engine full of oil, it's shit, you have no idea where the problem's coming from. Yeah, put that in so nothing falls in. Let's go and have a look at the other one. Here's the new Ridex one. I got off Autodoc. I think about 95 quid. Like for like. Looks quality made. There's the two fittings, the two plugs for the top. Remember to put these back on after you've... you might find it easier to put the small pipe back on first and then fitting it in reverse like I took it off. Get your gasket with it. Now some people just put the gasket on and whack it straight on. I never do that. I always put some sealant on. Some gasket sealant. Do you really want it leaking? Why? Why would you want it to leak on you? Put a little bit of sealant on, put the gasket on, and then put some sealant on the other side as well. So when it mates up, 100% not going to leak on you. Make sure it's all clean and tidy. I'm only wiping it because I picked it up earlier on and I had some oil on my hands, so I'm just wiping it down. Normal gasket sealing, the blue stuff I got from a local car shop at the end of my road. And then just lay a thin bead all the way around. And when you put the gasket on, just run a bead on the other side as well. On the other side of the gasket. Probably a bit of overkill, but why would you not do it? I know in a lot of videos I always say another easy job, but they're not hard jobs, these. For somebody who's never done this type of thing before, does this honestly look like a difficult job to do? In all fairness, does it? No. You look at an engine and you think, nah, I can't do anything like that. But you cannot. It's just put straight forward, put it on, run some more gasket sealant around the edges, and then put it on, and that's it. Do you think a garage does this any different? Because you pay them exactly the same. But they'll charge you for it, whatever their hourly rate is now, I have no idea. These videos that I show you is just to show you that they are easy enough for you to do. It's not, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be able to do these jobs. It's simple. Get them done. This is to give you confidence to do stuff. It's not hard. And that's that one done. Take it back, bolt it on. Start off by putting one bolt in, obviously, and work your way around so that it goes on. As you tighten them up on one side, then go to the other and back and forward. Don't put it on, don't tighten them up all on one side. Otherwise you're just going to sort of like skew with it. Just put it on, put them all finger tight in first. Yeah, that's okay. Put all the bolts in and just gradually tighten them all up, going round in different sizes, different sizes. You might just notice a little bit of Loctite on these as I'm putting them back in. Same again, if you want to take them off, don't put a massive big amount of heat on all the parts just because you're taking these bolts off. Get one of those little butane torches. I'll put a link in here for the Machine Mark one, and I'll put a picture up in the corner there in a minute. I'll show you the one that I bought. Only a small one, tiny little flame, but if you want to just undo a specific bolts without eating up everything else, these are excellent. So you can see it being pulled on now. You don't have to watch all this. You just keep doing it all the way around. That tensioner arm, that's being replaced as well, brand new one. Everything on the front of this engine to do with the timing belt has been replaced, everything. Starter motor, water pump, everything. Even put a new alternator on, but I didn't do a video for that. It's nothing hard about changing an alternator, everybody's done that, I would assume. Just do it all like this, like I'm doing now, just to pull it all tight. And then you can get your sockets at your socket and your ratchet on it. This isn't a part that you need a torque setting on it. I mean, it has it in the book or whatever it is, but you don't need to do that. Tighten it up when you get ready to do it with a socket set. Just do it enough, just so it's tight and you know every one of them feels exactly the same all the way around. Don't get carried away with these, otherwise you're just going to take the threads out of the engine case and then you got them all around putting a bloody helicoil in or whatever it is. Don't be getting heavy-handed on this. Nice, simple job. Don't make it more difficult. Just tighten the bolts up so they're nice and tight and you feel like that they're all tight, basically the same. This socket keeps falling off, pisses me off. See, now do it across. One side, then the other side. And just keep going all the way around till you're happy that every one of them is nice and tight. Is this a boring video? Absolutely. But it's a simple job. Remember to take the two plugs out at the top and put your pipes back on. Connect them up. Make sure you clean the screw parts of it with the big one when you're pushing it back in. Make sure it's all clean and tidy. Put a new washer on if you need one, copper washer. And when the video ends in a minute, you'll see the socket stays on. So don't think I left it on there. I ended up taking it off, but I did walk off and forget to take it off when the video was on. Anyway guys, that's it. Get it done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.